Good morning, good morning, good morning, power people. We're going to try this again because I actually already did this live stream, and for some reason, none of the audio was captured. Can you believe that? But we're going to go ahead and try this again. Good morning, good morning. I'm connecting the chat. I know that we have people who listen on our YouTube channel, we have people that listen on Facebook. I want to go ahead and invite you to say good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. So I'm just giving a moment for y'all to catch the notification that we are live again. Okay. And I'm here talking about a satisfied heart because it's important. It's important. And so we won't be here long, but this is important. I want to talk about why a satisfied heart is for every love style. I want to be clear on what my definition of love style is. Okay. And I want to explain what you're going to walk away with in my 3-day satisfied heart relationship training. Okay. I want to make sure that we are clear on what is getting ready to happen in that experience. And so take a deep breath in through your nose, out through the mouth. I hope you have started your day with joy, intention. I hope that you slept well. I hope that you're hydrated. I hope your scalp is greased. Just all the simple pleasures of life. I hope that your skin is well moisturized and your elbows and your knees are soft. I hope they're not crusty and hard, right? I hope that you are in your power when you wake up this morning and when you catch this live. And for those of you who are with me live, welcome. I am Tamar Aziz Serwa. I empower women to have a satisfying, delicious, yummy love life. I've been doing this work for over a decade. And I teach women how to heal everything through a deep, intimate connection with their womb, which is the seat of their creative power. That is my expertise, and that is what I've been doing in the world for this August will make 14 years. So deep breath in, deep breath out through the mouth. Make the sound ha. Ha is the sound of the heart, and I want to speak to your heart. I want your heart listening and eavesdropping on this live this morning because I know that there is room for more satisfaction and I want your heart to have it. So let me say something that is very important because there can be no healing without the truth. You don't have a relationship problem. Nope. You don't have a relationship problem. You do have a love style pattern that keeps recreating the same relationship over and over again. The same results, different people, different age, different locations, but somehow you keep landing with the same outcome. Different name, different face, but the same emotional experience. We need to look at that. And if that hit, I need you to stay a while. Don't start dead scrolling. Don't try to get off the line. No, we're gonna have a conversation. Stay with me. I love you. And you must change if you want different outcomes. So over 3 days, I'm gonna give you 6 hours of live, focused, intentional training inside of a satisfied heart. We are not fixing your partner. This is not about anybody else. We are auditing your love style because marriage should not be a rehabilitation center. It should not be a boot camp for recovery. It is more than that. And if you're not really clear on how you're creating these outcomes, how you love, and you'll keep choosing what feels familiar instead of what is aligned. You will stay in your comfort zone. And yes, many times what is keeping you from being satisfied in your love life is your comfort zone. Just because you're comfortable does not indicate that you are properly aligned. So I built this training for every love style and every stage of relationship. If you're single, you will stop dating from potential, right? We're going to fix those pickers. You're going to start dating from alignment. If you are dating, you will know within weeks, not years, if this person can hold your joy, hold your vision for how you want to live, not just your trauma, and make you feel good, right? If you are married, you will stop outsourcing your emotional regulation and start showing up sovereign and satisfied. I help people rebirth marriages. I help them bury dead marriages and resurrect satisfying ones. It's my anointing and my gift and my expertise. If you are healing from heartbreak, I will, in this training, help you understand exactly what happened. And you don't see, sometimes when you're recovering from heartbreak, you're waiting for an explanation from the person that hurt you, and it's not even needed to have peace and closure. I will help you understand exactly what happened, not in a vague, we grew apart way, but in a measurable attachment. Hey, good morning. And value mismatch way. So this is not a man bashing class. If you know anything about Tema Aziz, wow. Y'all know I love the men now. That's why I have so many of them as husbands. I love the power of healthy men. This is not a male bashing training. This is also not a pray and hope class either. Okay, so it is emotional literacy. Put that in the comments. This training is about your emotional literacy. This class is about love style awareness. This class is about behavioral correction. And that works at every level. So there are going to be 4 love style truths that you'll walk away with from the training. And I'm going to break these down in deeper detail when you're actually in class. And so the first is helping you recognize your attachment pattern under stress. How are you picking? How are you choosing? How are you attracting? What is your attachment pattern? Put that in the comments. What is my attachment pattern? Okay. The second is, what is your conflict pattern? How are you handling conflict? How are you handling when someone is not like you? And do you understand that if the two of you are the same, one is not needed? Right? So what is your conflict pattern? Put that in the comments. What is my conflict pattern? Okay. Third love style truth I'm going to help you recognize is, what is your actual emotional capacity ceiling? What is your true bandwidth? I know what you think you're ready for. I know what you think you're ready to feel, but let's audit what your true emotional capacity is. And then the fourth love style truth that you're going to learn in this training is, what is your satisfaction baseline? Because lean in. Most women don't realize that they have a low satisfaction baseline. Yeah, you do. You do. You get excited about crumbs and there's a whole feast sitting on the table. You don't even get excited about an appetizer sometimes. You get excited about crumbs, leftovers from a meal that was already eaten, right? We got to look at that. You know, you call bare minimum effort, you overfunction to compensate for underloving, and we're going to end that in this training. We're going to end those types of patterns. You know what your lifestyle vision is, and yet you are giving somebody your undivided attention, commitment. They didn't have to earn it. You give them a spot, and you know they don't have a capacity for the lifestyle vision that you want to live. So why are they getting so much? What did they do to earn their spot? Okay. You cannot be satisfied if you are emotionally overextended. So give me 3 days, give me 6 hours. We're going to change it. We're going to fix it. We're going to transform it, right? I'm going to give you concrete, measurable results. I want you to be clear. I'm in a season of my life. This is not about feeling. This is not about processing. This is about skill set. I love it, lights my soul up to see a woman go from point A to point B, to just see her transform and shift and have concrete, measurable results, not vibes, results. So after 3 days, you're going to have a written love style audit that's going to help you define your attachment triggers. You're going to have a personal emotional responsibility map. What's yours, what's not, because I need women to stop using their love life as therapy, as recovery centers. Like, no, it's so unfair. It's so unfair to the person who loves you and chooses you to have to deal with what you will not resolve. And yes, your lover is your master teacher, but their job is to show you where you're still wounded. Their job is not to do the healing work for you. They are mirrors because they're close enough to show you exactly who you are, right? So it's on us to actually be whole enough to be prepared for healthy relationships. When you're not whole enough, you create trauma bonds. And then when you stay in trauma bonds too long, you create a legacy of trauma bonding that your kids then walk into. Okay. So you're also going to get a non-negotiables list that is behavior based, not fantasy based. I'm going to give you a 90-day dating and marriage reset plan. And I'm going to give you a measurable standard for what emotional safety actually looks like. And can I just say this out loud? Do I have permission to use my virtual safe space as my own safe space? I am exhausted with seeing, I want to talk to my married women that are coming into the training. I am exhausted with seeing married women who are not feeling emotionally safe in their own marriage. Oh my God. Why'd you pick him? Let me stop. Let me calm down. That's what we got to look at, though. Real talk. I'm tired now of seeing all these wives. Y'all got beautiful rings and framed marriage certificates, but don't even feel safe with your heart. Your heart is not safe with your husband. How did we get here, sis? So you're going to be able within 3 days with me to answer some very important questions. One of them being, can this person regulate themselves that I chose? Do they repair after conflict, or are they mediocre with conflict resolution? You know you messed up with me, but yet you think your apology is enough, but this is not a new mistake. This is a pattern. You know, how do they repair after conflict? Can they hold my joy, or are they only relatable to me in my low frequencies? Are they only relatable to me when I'm down? But when I'm up, they can't relate. Right? Are they emotionally available or just emotionally expressive? Ooh, woo! Put some hearts. Put some hearts. Let me know if that hit, if that smacked, right? Are they emotion? There is a difference between emotional availability versus emotional expression. There's a difference. And some women get lost and impressed by someone who can express their emotions. And expression is just that, expression, but availability is a difference. All right. And we're going to unpack that in the training. And you don't need 3, 20, 15 years to figure this out. Being able to have a satisfied heart is going to save you time. It's going to save you energy. It's going to save your heart, right? So here's the truth that I need us to recognize, because as I said at the beginning, there is no healing without the truth. And you can't change anything you're not aware of. So I want to say this. A lot of women are not actually heartbroken. Nope. It may look like that, but no. They are disappointed because they chose from unhealed familiarity. When I sit with women, this is what I've been doing for 14 years. Like, this is my gift. I sit with the women. Okay. And I service them one-on-one. It's me, them, God, and the pot. Here's what I know for a fact. These women know exactly what they picked. They know. They can tell you where they made their mistake, where they bypassed, where they invested in potential, knowing that I need more than potential in this particular area. For example, if I need the experience of a man being able to provide financially for whatever reason, and I pick the brokest man in the room, I know I did that. I know. But in the moment, I rationalized it. In the moment, I was like, but I'm just so thirsty and so desperate for connection. I sacrificed the value of compatibility. So I thought I could handle not living with what I actually desired, because our culture teaches women to overvalue responsibility over desire. But desire is the seat of feminine power. What you want actually does matter. And when you put it at the top of your list and you assess what you want to make sure it's not being born out of your trauma brain, but out of your seat of creative power, your womb space, because it is the womb that stores the data for all relational patterns generationally. When you actually do the work, you get honest with yourself, because you know you can't heal without the truth. Oh my God, I created this marriage knowing exactly who this man was. My God, I said yes to him and I did not make him earn. And it happens to the best of us who are skilled and knowledgeable. We do what we do. We do our human things, right? But when you realize you make a mistake, what matters more than the mistake is what you do after the recognition of it. Unhealed familiarity. As long as you keep picking your comfort zone, and unhealed familiarity is your relationship pattern, your heart will not be able to be satisfied. Because here's the truth: you don't marry who you love, you marry who you're emotionally capable of keeping. That's who you actually say I do to. So the real question is, what is your emotional capacity right now? And let's sit in that for a moment, because this class will expand it. Good morning. Good morning, sisters. This class is going to expand it. People say, Tamer, why are your processes and intensives, why aren't they 9 weeks, 10 weeks? No, listen. It is what is unreal that is governed by time. What is of God and what is real is not. I have lived an experience. This isn't just theory for me. I have lived an experience where I literally have seen God change my life, change my body, change my health in an instant. I need 3 days with you, 6 hours. It's more than enough. 3 days is enough when it's focused and my anointing is precise. I am gifted. And going to the back of the closet, anybody on the live will tell you that has ever sat with me. I go straight to the back of the closet, start sweeping. I get to the root of things. That's my anointing. That's my gift. So you're not coming in and we're not doing, all of this emotional trauma dumping and stuff. That's not what we're doing. I'm not in that season. Okay. We're doing 6 hours of deep work, no surface conversations, no storytelling marathons, no disrespect, but no, find somebody else to do it. We're not doing that. Okay. You're going to get structured exercises. You're going to get guided self-inquiry. You're going to get live real-time recalibration. I will be correcting your relational patterns in real time. Okay. which is why it's live, virtual, right? Because to sit in my energy it's an experience and it's transformative. And so if you're tired of repeating certain kind of love cycles, you need this training, and that's why it's here for you. If you're done romanticizing struggle, I am so against struggle love. I don't even feel like those two words belong together. If you want a love life that feels stable, steady love, like NDRE said, satisfying and sovereign, join me. Class is March 27th to the 29th in this particular round. Don't join me next year. Don't join me when you're less scared. This is bigger than your comfort. There are certain miracles that are going to ask you to sacrifice your comfort, because to remain comfortable is a form of complacency. So, satisfaction, when I talk about a satisfied heart, like this isn't about a personality trait, it is a standard. And the standard may require that you rearrange. You're like, well, I didn't know this was coming in March. I had plans to be in a different focus or a different. Okay, I hear you. So what? Your heart has been talking to you for years saying, when are we going to be satisfied? Some of you have had so much disappointment and frustration in your love life, you stopped believing that you could. You're like, you know what? I'm just going, you swung the pendulum to the other end. I'm just going to avoid. But avoidance is not going to deliver you. And avoidance is not going to usher in a miracle. It's just going to have you normalize living without the miracle. It's going to normalize you living without satisfaction. And I'm here to interrupt that. I'm here to say, no, sis, you can have satisfaction in your love life, but your pattern is the problem that we have to look at. We have to change you so that you show up in the world differently. It's a skill set issue. You don't know what you don't know. If you knew it, you'd be implementing it. You understand? So that's why the class exists. That's why it's a training. It's a training. We're going to audit your relationship patterns. We're going to figure out what really needs to happen here for you to be satisfied. We're going to make sure that the criteria isn't rooted in fear. We're going to make sure we're no longer making the people that came behind Boo Boo the Fool pay the price for Boo Boo the Fool, because they ain't had nothing to do with that. We're going to put your past behind you because it cannot touch you, and we're going to move forward. And we're going to make the necessary decisions. We're going to think the necessary thoughts, and we're going to behave in the necessary ways to create a satisfied heart for you. I'm so freaking excited about it. The investment is $447. The investment is $447. 6 hours of training, structured, focused, precise. We will not miss our mark, because I can't wait for like the testimonies. Like when I do things like this and I see what happens in women's lives, like, oh my God, I live for that. I live for that excitement, that power, that energy, that joy, that sis did that for herself. And now she over there playing footsie, cuddling, all the reels. It's her and her booth. I love to see the satisfaction of the women. I'm here for my sisters, and y'all know that about me. I love to see it. So the way you register for this training is you go to thewombsauna.com/events. Okay. Go sign up. Go sign up. 447 is the investment. I have financing partners. If you do need some flexibility with making your payment, holla at your girl. Y'all know how to contact me. Okay. You can hit me up in my DM. You can tag me and say flex pay, so I know I'll send you the link to get with one of my financing partners so that you can make the investment. 2026 is the year of the lovers. Ooh, we need so much more phenomenal, satisfying love on the planet. And I want you to be one of the people leading and expressing it. I do. I want you to be the one that says, Yep, that's for me. A satisfied heart. Did Tamer say a satisfied heart? Sign me up because I'm ready. I'm ready to create that. I'm ready to accentuate that. If you're already in a relationship, I'm ready to take it to another level. Imagine taking all of the limits off of your love life and being successful with really embodying more and more and more. I just can't get enough of my husband's. What? I fall in love over and over again. I feel like every week, every day, it's like new love, new energy. That's something I intentionally create. That's not something I stumbled and tripped into. It's a skill set. It's a skill set. There are certain ways of thinking, certain values, certain actions, certain choices that I put in place to satisfy my heart because it is a priority for me. It is important to me. And if it's important to you and this is resonating, come to class. I keep my classes intimate, so get in there as soon as you can. Honor the power of your yes. Sometimes being on the fence is the disadvantage. Sometimes prioritizing your comfort zone is the disadvantage. When I wanted to build muscle in my body, I didn't get a personal trainer that would let me be complacent and stay in my comfort zone of not working out. When I started working out with my personal trainer, I didn't expect my personal trainer to coddle me when I didn't want to do one more rep. I had to have somebody that wasn't afraid to take me out of my comfort zone so I could get the results that I was looking for. I am not afraid to help you and hold space for you and be your sacred witness to how you choose to move forward in your love life. I will walk with you. I will be right there and I will give you the tools that you need, the knowledge, the wisdom, and information to make your own decisions. I'm not going to make them for you, but I will help you make the necessary decisions and help you move forward on the path of what is going to light your soul up and give you the love life you've been wanting and the love life that you deserve. All right, y'all. I love you. I hope you have an incredible day. The sun is up. I have been up for hours. I get up before the sun rises to do all of my meditations and prayers and all the things to organize my brain for the day. I don't like to start my day with a disorganized brain. And so I wanted to come and chat to y'all after I did all of that. But now I'm getting ready to go start my day because the sun is up. And that's my signal to start doing some things. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the conversation. If you have any additional questions about the training, reach out to me. But I do want you to go ahead and take action and lock in your spot because I start doing the spiritual work for my students weeks before the class begins. Okay. So lock in and I will talk to you soon. Peace.